Welcome to The Joint.
We have some guys here that are doing, 100, 120 years.
I'm a lifer.
And I've been in and out of boys' school, jails, and prison since I was 12 years old. So I've been doing this 13 years.
It's like living amongst the walking dead. People forget your name and, no one knows you.
Nearly 1,800 men have surrendered their names for numbers inside Pendelton.
Ain't no love in this motherfucker. You already know, ain't no motherfucker up here.
This is G's cell house. It's an idle cell house. The 300 or so inmates who live here get out of their cells 3 times a day for chow and for about 2 hours every other day for recreation.
How do you like Pendelton?
I don't like nothing about this motherfucking hell hole. It motherfucker feel like you did. Once you in this bitch, you trapped.
I don't think there's anybody in this place that wants to be locked up.
First wake up in the morning, I'm like, shoot, I'm still here,
Take me on a tour of this place. What you got in there, David?
This is what we cook our macaroni and cheese, our soups, our meals that we're allowed to buy off the commissary. Our hygiene shelf, our sink, our toilet. We got a little shelf that pulls out that we can write on or whatever. A cabinet. Basically, we're living in our bathroom, kitchen, and living room, and dining area, all in the same small quarters.
Some inmates spend all day watching TV. They love Jerry Springer.
I run around here laughing and joking to keep from crying.
As far as this here, this is not no place to be. It's not a glamorous life. This is the end of the road. This is like going to the morgue before you go to the funeral home. And when you come out there, you thinking you're hard out there, you thinking you're tough. When you come in here, you ain't gonna be nobody. You ain't gonna be nobody but a number. That right there, that's who you are when you come in here, a number. You ain't nothing.
They've surrendered their freedom and so much more inside The Joint.
So, what's it like living in here?
What the f*** you mean, buddy? Like a suicide ward. A motherfucker wanna go home.
There's nothing basically that I haven't done.
I've seen a guy get burned up in a cell, got some gasoline on him and set him on fire.
You can't call it safe. 99% safe, 1% is dangerous as hell,
The Pendelton Correctional Facility is a maximum security prison, housing some of Indiana's most violent and dangerous offenders. Some have murdered more than once. They'll die in prison, and so have nothing to lose.
Well, if they've got life and no possible parole, what are you going to do to them? How are you going to hurt them?
We're on our way into the disciplinary segregation unit. This is the jail inside the jail. How bad do you have to screw up in the general population to get in here?
Assault on staff, assault on offenders, intimidation of offenders or staff, drugs.
I got into an altercation with somebody out at rec, and I hit him across the head with a pool stick.
I got caught with a chain.
Offenders are handcuffed to and from their cells. When they go to shower, they're restrained. When they have haircuts, they get restrained.
How does it feel to be shackled?
I feel like an animal. Truthfully, I don't know what an animal would feel like to be shackled, but I feel like I would be considered an animal.
Inside Pendelton, this is as bad as it gets right here, isn't it?
Pretty much. It's bottom of the rock, pretty much.
Years ago, we used to run the institution, inmates.
Like they could take all of us right now, hostage, but it wouldn't matter. They're not going to open those doors and let them out.
And I've seen all kind of things. I've seen guys get stabbed in the neck, threw off ranges, pipe whoop. I've seen riots where guys have got killed. But the worst I had to say was the guy getting burned up in his cell is the worst thing that I've seen since I've been in prison.
Sometimes the most dangerous man is a desperate man with nothing left to lose.